as great as Gambit are, when you're going for a B-take now versus those two names, two of the world's best at various points of the years, it's only going to get more difficult from here.
They play with a bit more initiative as well as the Gambit guys. Dozier and I think it's Hobbit play towards the B side for Gambit, and they like to sit back. You know, they like to let you come at them, and then they play those situations usually very well. Whereas the guys from FaZe, they're more aggressive. They want to go for the picks. They want to go for the plays. They're going to get sewer control off you. They're going to take that fight.
And that CT aggression, which I imagine you guys would credit, one of the reasons why FaZe are so good at overpass is because they have players that are capable of that CT-sided aggression in a managed and restrained way. Is that the right kind of read?
Well, more so for Rain than it is for Guardian.
Okay.
Guardian can get, you know, a bit ahead of himself sometimes. Yeah, overpeak a couple of times, but that's just simply because he is so skilled, right? And he can get away with it most of the time. But the CT-sided aggression is something that definitely Cloud9 will need to exert, and they're going to start off on that CT side. The way SK crushed FaZe when they met previously was the aggression from Fur and then supported by his teammates, and FaZe seemed to have a very tough time dealing with that.
If I wanted to find some form of silver lining, some sort of chance or silver lining in the clouds for Cloud9, hey, there was something there. I was thinking perhaps we heard from Rain's interview. First of all, Olaf and Guardian, that they struggle with the English communication sometimes, and they sometimes struggle when it gets chaotic. And you guys, Chad especially, you've been saying that Cloud9 look their best. Tarek, Rush.
In the chaos.
In the chaos. So we just need to have a chaotic overpass.
If we have the same kind of start for Cloud9, and they're actually able to wrangle control of the economy, then they can probably get to a decent stretch of rounds. I believe they're starting on the CT side, right? This is FaZe's map pick. And I said it in the last map, I'm going to say it again. Skadoodle had a lot of impact with the AWP when they played against Gambit. On the CT side, he was doing a lot towards long with the AWP in the toilets. We didn't get to see a lot on that on train. So we're going to need to see him step up and hopefully be able to get that AWP going and at least the economy going so we can see a fully bought C9.
Okay. Control the money, shut down Rain in the toilets, somehow deal with Olaf Meister and Nico. The list is getting rather,
simple, right?
rather scary.
Sounds easy.
Flush him down, Alex.
Yeah, so flush down Rain, somehow deal with Olaf and Nico, who are going to be aggressive. Hope that Guardian gets over-aggressive and punish that. I mean, this list is sounding pretty scary for Cloud9. I mean, what else? Is there anything else to add to that list other than perhaps just look at your stars? Let's see a Stewie and automatic that we saw in Brazil. Is that another thing to add to the list?
I think obviously whenever you play against a team like FaZe, you need to hit a certain level individually, but I would again go towards the way to play against FaZe is play more as a team, you know, try to single them out in those aggressive moves and then try to use your utility to make it more difficult for them to find duels. You could see whenever they have even a 40-60% chance, with the Deagles, with the CZs, with whatever weapon, they can make it happen. So you want to make it as hard for them to get those fights as possible.
Stay restrained. It does sound like we're almost ready. Coaches just getting their headsets on, and actually just because of as we do wait for Valens to return to the stage, it is interesting to talk about that in saying, like, Chad, if you were given the Cloud9 jersey and said, right, you're going up against FaZe tomorrow.
Yep.
You are the coach. I mean, what could you possibly What are you imparting? How are you anti-stratting? What are you looking for? I mean, is there a chink in their armor? We've seen Gambit find it. I mean, what could you possibly be imparting onto these five before they venture into battle?
You can look to exploit tendencies, the way that they like to approach scenarios, where they like to hold and stuff, and you can make the note to your players. But the problem is, when you're going up against a FaZe, even if you know where they are, they're probably still going to multi-frag you. It's about having a game plan and making sure you stay on top, and you want them to chase you. You want them to be chasing their tail. So that's more to do with the pace thing. And to get on top of a team like FaZe with pace, that's really hard.
It's going to be scary, and it does seem like the picture looks rather bleak. Cloud9, FaZe Clan, the map is overpass. Your casters, Harry and Moses.
Yes, map 2 set to begin, and none of the analysts mentioned the power of prayer as an idea for Cloud9. This is a map that has not gone well for them, especially at Oakland. They're 0-2 on it in this tournament alone. They've already lost to FaZe 3-16 on this map back at New York. It's a bleak picture for Cloud9. We'll see what they have in store. And at the moment, 4 players towards the B-bomb side, a big stack. Tarek by himself seems to be a solution, or at least, hopefully, an answer for Cloud9.
Yeah, they've gone for something bold early on, and that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The stack over a B hasn't found anything just yet, and FaZe, they've read things well. Now rotating up through Connector. While Carrigan waits behind and makes some noise. Cloud9 gonna start to pull off Stewie and Skadoodle. FaZe, they're gonna go charging up towards A, but there are 3 players lying in wait. Smokes go down, and in amongst the confusion, it's gonna be initially Cloud9 that come out on top. Skadoodle's gonna trade things back, but Olaf does silence him. Continuing to do damage over here at long. The bomb's dropped out in the open, and there's plenty of time left for FaZe to try and play with. This rotation from Carrigan finally going to arrive, and now it's all rush. 1v2, Olaf. 3 frags for him as he gets the hat trick and carries FaZe through that pistol round.
Yeah, I mean, it was a nice fake actually initially from FaZe, but Cloud9 even reads it. I think the big thing is Rain being able to get into the bomb site and find that kill into the site. He's over by the truck. He's not being punished for it. He had 2 different directions he was fighting in, and he still manages to find 1 kill and allow Nico the space to move forward and follow that up with. So the onslaught of the FaZe players just getting into that site was impossible for Cloud9 to handle. Scout is brought out by Stewie in this round, and he's got a tag initially, so they've done some early damage onto the FaZe side of things. Not too much. They've invested in this, so we saw on Train that crazy back and forth for about 7 rounds. If it comes out here again, Cloud9 need to win it this time.
Yeah, and already Stewie has done decent damage. Guardian and Olaf both tagged down at 30 HP between them. Rain's pushed on up here though, and Cloud9, they have got a heavy focus on Connector right now. Skadoodle and Automatic both lying in wait here, with Rush actually joining. 3 players over in Connector, and already Automatic. That D gonna roar into action. Guardian finally deals with the rogue scouter, but Automatic over in mid. Gonna decapitate a second with his deadly deagle. And Guardian's gonna do all he can to keep things even. Man advantage up right now for FaZe as Guardian and Nico start this road to redemption in this round. They've retaken the man advantage, and now Automatic about to get flanked on. He will fall. No more Deagle heroics from him. It all falls to Tarek.
Yeah, and they know they have the A bomb site now as well, so easy enough decision for FaZe and where to go. Tarek may even want to just sit this out. I imagine he'll get close and maybe see if we can just get 1 kill quickly, take 1 more gun away, but not a huge chance of him winning this. It would be an all-time great clutch if he was able to. He's going to come up, and actually he's being more committed than I expected him to. Is he going to expect this player jumping around the corner? He does check it, but he's not ready to pull the trigger. And I think that is the actual sentiment of most Cloud9 fans we have in the crowd at the moment. A lot of face palming here. 2-0 for FaZe early on into overpass.
Yeah, I mean, it's a grim start here for Cloud9. They just have to go through 1 more round, 1 more slaughter on their part, as in this Automatic, the only man with anything does have the Deagle to work with. So we're going to be buying up a Zeus last minute, hoping to do some desperation damage here to the FaZe clan economy. FaZe, they're being cautious. They've slowed down, going to be sending in the SMGs early, but already Rain has been dropped. The boost works out for Cloud9. And that is one of these SMGs taken out.
Yeah, it's a good way to get a kill, and then also he falls back, and there's no way to punish him. So FaZe are going to be down a player, and they haven't really had any chance to respond to it. Nico's going to be waiting far outside of B. This would be huge. There it is, the Zeus from Stewie. It's flashy, and even he's able to get away. He's only got a USP behind it, with the spray as well. So where does FaZe go from here? They are one of the best teams we have in Counter-Strike at winning in man disadvantaged situations. They've got a couple of the best players in the world, and Nico and Olaf Meister still alive with huge advantage in terms of weaponry and arsenal. So still, you'd almost say this is even for these 2 teams. Like, it still feels like FaZe can easily come back into this.
Yeah, the one difference maker here is Tarek, who's pushed all the way down short, going to be holding it, and that allows everyone from Cloud9 to rotate into this A bomb site. FaZe starting to push in, pushing on up. The wall of smokes reigns supreme as Cloud9 try to take a peek over the top. And Automatic, he's not done just yet with this Deagle. Gonna decapitate a second. Olaf Meister tries to trade back, but very quickly he's caught out in the open. And that's to pivot back and forth. He'll be shut down. Carrigan falls, and Cloud9 with a Deagle, a Zeus, and a bucket load of USPs, they managed to get themselves around on the board.
Yeah, there's just way too many smokes up and players and bodies that can come through those smokes for FaZe. You can never get a good read. You can see Olaf Meister trying to figure it out, but great kills to open things up by Automatic and Stewie, obviously, with that Zeus. Being able to find those kills and just fall away and stay alive, that's huge. FaZe can't convert the 3rd, and now it's Skadoodle with an AWP. It's FaZe who are back onto the pistols. They've got Deagles though. They've got plenty of power in this buy. Cloud9 need to focus on keeping as many players alive as possible in this round. They need to build up that strong economy.
The main focus right now going to be toilets. Guardian, Karrigan, and Rain all grouped up here. Olaf waits over at B, and Rain. That D going to come springing into action as he's opened up with 2. The A bomb site now pried wide open, and Automatic going to do all he can.
Oh
but
my
Rain,
lord.
he is feeling it with the Deeg. 3 frags for him already. Rifles carried forward.
Now it's just survive. It's a survival instincts kick in for Rush and Tarek. They have to back away from this slowly. What a round by Rain with the Deagle. He shows Automatic how it's done. Brilliant kills, and there's you can't even respond to that whatsoever. And you hate to see it coming because it is just another round that, much like in the very first game, much like on Train, these are rounds you just cannot lose if you want to make this a competitive affair. Rain's going to go for 4, and he's not ready for Rush to be behind him. Tarek's lucky to get out of that with his life.
Cloud9, the curse has come back once again. It was Rain to step up for FaZe in that round. Cloud9 now need someone to go ahead and do the same. They are going to be buying down what they can. They saved those 2 rifles forward, so the buy is going to be all right. Look at this, that's the replay.
It's so dirty. And this is the strength of this FaZe team, is when all else fails. You know, Yanko said it perfectly in the desk. No matter what you do right, no matter how many advantages you have against this team, at some point, someone's just going to ruin your day. That time it was Rain. Still a long half to go. Still plenty of time for guys like Guardian and Nico to play the spoiler. All 5 players of FaZe outside of this B bomb site. Rush is going to try and hold it all through the smoke. That's Rain, but he finds the entry. And now they fall back just a little bit, sneak back into the smoke, and the rest of Cloud9 has arrived. Almost TK coming out, and line up for Tarek. 2 kills each for him and Skadoodle.
And this is the Cloud9 we needed to see on Train. They are springing into life early on. They go ahead and take 1 straight back. The only issue is, if this follows the same pattern as Train did, it doesn't end well for Cloud9, but they are showing some resilience here. That round there was clean, it was efficient, and they keep a decent number of players alive on the other side of it.
A tactical pause pretty early on here for FaZe. They want to pile it on. That's, I mean, only 6 rounds in. You're up a map. You wouldn't think you need to call it tactical here, but Karrigan just wanted to make sure they're all on the same page so they can get going into this and shut Cloud9 down before they can actually begin. Guardian's going to have the op. They're going to have at least 3 AK-47s. Karrigan's going to take a step down onto the UMP. So a dangerous buy here. No op on the side of Cloud9 despite that successful defense.
Gonna have to see what they can do with these rifles, but it hasn't failed Cloud9 just yet. Skadoodle hasn't even had the AWP in his hand, and right now he is top of the board for Cloud9. Doing just fine with these rifles. FaZe, well, they are going to be focusing on mid and connector control as they start to make their way out. Stewie going to go peeking on in. Gets information there's no one there, but then the utility that follows will be a bit of an early warning system for them. FaZe, they've been handing control of connector this time around. Skadoodle, though, going to be holding up close by toilets. Could make a difference here.
Rain has been great on opening up some of these rounds for FaZe, and Karrigan's going to put him in a good position to maybe do just that. Boost it over the smoke. Cloud9, it could be Stewie wandering just out into the open too far. He is shoulder peeking around the bomb site boxes, and Rain knows it. Nothing's going to come from that, though. Smoke fades, and Stewie refreshes it. Nico no longer watching for aggression towards the B bomb site as well. So they've given up some control there, but they're quickly going to figure that out and actually rotate back into position. Olaf's going to lead the way just past T-spawn with the bomb. It's only Rush and Tarek here. Skadoodle at the moment has cheated back towards A. Automatic is on his way to support the B bomb site. It's going to be a fake being thrown. Karrigan and Rain going to pressure this A site. Tarek's going to peek out towards Monster, get to the other side of it, but it's all on how much this can do. Can Rain find a kill here? That would make this powerful. Now the nades are out, and there's Olaf coming off of sandbags. Tarek not ready for it. That fake pulled the defenders away that were supposed to be watching that, and this is going beautifully for FaZe.
Now the boost comes in. Stewie peeks over the top and is able to keep things even. It's going to be 3 versus 3, but Guardian lays down the covering fire. An advantage up for FaZe, and Cloud9 looking hesitant. start to fade away, and Rain in the backline might make saving even an impossibility. They're just going to bypass each other. Rain, he has the hunch they've made it away, going to go hunting in for them. So close to one another, and Rain, he finally spots the man over in Bank. He's going to keep pushing in. Skadoodle holds the angle. Rain walks into it. How does Rain win that? And he's going to find them both. The save gets denied. And it's a repeat of the last map. They're going to come straight back into this phase. And now they've reset the economy of Cloud9.
Yeah, Rain's having a big boy game to start this out, and he's actually brought Cloud9 back to reality. No more money. And you don't have to see this kind of a buy. It's going to be a double scout setup, but that fake that FaZe pulls off in that previous round is so perfectly timed. It just pulls the appropriate defenders away. Tarek just wasn't even expecting anyone to come off sandbags. He had no chance to live in that fight. Early tag by Stewie onto Guardian, who's got an AWP. That'll have to be cleaned up, but that's going to give up the game. That's going to let FaZe know that there is investment from Cloud9, so don't just treat this as if it's against USPs. Treat it as if it's a full buy round now if you're a FaZe player.
Yeah, and you can see the effect that's had. They've all but grinded to a halt, slowly but surely, methodically clearing control of mid. Rain trying to peep into connector. Is worried that in the force buys from Cloud9, they have had a reasonably heavy presence in the connector area, so he's taking things slow, going to wait for Carrigan and Olaf to start to make their presence known over in mid. Tarek and Rush are going to be waiting here, and Rain about to come their way. Could be a golden opportunity. There's the trade, but instantly Rush peeks out. Keeps the man advantage up for Cloud9. Connector control denied, going to make rotating in for Olaf a real pain.
It's all up to Nico, though. He's gained ground. He's taken the advantage. Now he's going to try and cover his teammate. Flashes out, smokes out as well. This is going to provide the opportunity for Rush to move forward. How does FaZe want to take care of this? Olaf trying to spam into the smoke. Automatic's waiting for him. He's been found. Guardian now leading the way. Rush has to get more passive when he loses his teammate. There's only 20 seconds left on the clock. FaZe have to make their move soon. They have no utility. It's going to be duels, and there's the kill from Rush. That's a big-time headshot. FaZe still locked out. I think they're giving up. I think they've actually been forced away. Cloud9 have done it.
Cloud9, they pull around back. The early play in a connector nets them the two opening frags. They keep the man advantage. And then Rush denies the entry into the B-bomb site that they so desperately needed. With time low, Cloud9, they managed to get a third on the board.
It's not too frequently you're going to see this FaZe lineup just give up into a round, just say we don't have it. So that's not easy to do for Cloud9, but still they have to move forward. Gonna get a technical pause coming out, so it'll be a little bit for both of these teams to just kind of sit on what happened and figure out what's going on. But this is big for Cloud9. They just have to, the tough part is, again, much like Train, they haven't been able to string rounds together. It's another back and forth affair. FaZe won the first two, but ever since then, it's been 5 rounds back and forth. So someone's gonna have to come out on top of this, and Cloud9 haven't shown yet that they can do it, that they have a consistent answer.
I mean, that's the first of many hurdles that faces Cloud9 right now. But providing they can win this, that's going to be their shot at taking the lead in this matchup. So right now for FaZe, going to be sending 2 players down towards B. They also have Olaf with his rifle trying to clear out control of connector, which this time Cloud9 have opted to leave open. That's a lot of ground gained early on here for FaZe. Skadoodle has pushed up over down towards Toilets. Isn't going to be pushing in, so he doesn't get the information that Rain is lurking there. It's Guardian up on short with the AWP. That could have the big impact here.
Yeah, no real pressure yet. Rain started to peek in towards the A-bomb side, almost found himself a fight. He's got that deagle in his hand. You know how deadly that can be. He's got a good position in towards bathrooms. This is going to be a hit towards the B bomb site. Eventually, it just depends on what Rain is going to do, if he's going to lurk. There goes Nico. I think he just got spammed. There is a smoke up at Monster, and that's going to tell FaZe to go back to the other site. They don't have an answer there. Still no progress. The AWP of Guardian hasn't rung out. That'd be great if he could find a pick. Smoke out towards long to allow FaZe to creep up close. How does Rain want to handle it? There's 3 players here for Cloud9. This is not going to be an easy defense to crack open.
Not at all. And Guardian and Olaf there, the 2 men to try and open up, but instead it's Rain with the dig once again. Decapitates 2, and this A-bomb site has come crushing down around Cloud9.
It's going to be one of those games for Rain. He just cannot be stopped. But Cloud9, you almost feel like they have to go for this. This is a big round for them to try and win. There he is. It's down into a 1-on-2. Tarek's been a big-time player for Cloud9 and this event. They need him here again. He's on top of the bomb. He's going to tap it. There's one behind him. He spots out the op, but it's not going to work. Kerrigan shuts him down. And that's another reset for Cloud9. Back to the pistols. And you can see Rain just giggling. He knows this is almost unfair when he's hitting shots like that with the deagle.
I mean, he is so scary once he gets that momentum on. You can see that he's so confident into every one of these duels, even with just the deagle in hand. With him, it almost feels like at this point you may as well just give him the deagle instead of a rifle, because he has been hitting headshots with it. And now, for Cloud9, it's going to be another force fight. That back and forth has come back once again to haunt them. And this time, it could be a repeat of what we saw on Train. Rush has fallen over here at short.
There's no money in the bank for Cloud9 as well. This is a full investment into this round, and at the moment, Nico is just tearing them apart. Tarek's going to be up next. He doesn't want to challenge that. Stewie, that's a 2 kills! 2 very quick. Great reaction, but it's just not enough at the moment. Skadoodle and Tarek need to build on this from Stewie. It's all of a sudden turned very possible, and they need to make it happen.
Skadoodle will be waiting patiently over a long. Tarek's rotating in. They're going to go ahead and hedge their bets, leave both players up here on A, but as you can see from FaZe, they have started rotating that bomb back. Guardian and Kerrigan grouped up, going to go ahead and head towards the relative safety of Nico. Tarek and Skadoodle, though, as they take more ground down here in mid, they will quickly realize that FaZe are nowhere to be found, and the ruse is very much up.
Tarek's going to be the first point of contact when he comes through this door. He's going to start hearing the footsteps. He's going to open up. He's going to get a kill from behind. That's nice. Now into a 2-on-2. He can even salvage the weapon. Does he want to pressure it now or wait for Skadoodle, who's on the rotation down the stairs as well? Guardian's got the op trained here, trying to bait out the shot, showing the elbow. Guardian holding his nerve until just then. Now he's got the angle. Can peer towards Kerrigan, who's not showing himself. Coming around, that's a big kill. The smoke in his way. Tarek through the smoke. He's going to get taken down. A glimmer of hope that gets shut down so quickly. FaZe 6-3 and now in control.
Yeah, now we've reached that point once again. It took 10 rounds, but finally Cloud9, their money has been extinguished. That there from Stewie, you saw it happen, you thought, okay, maybe there's a way back into this for Cloud9, and it does get snuffed out. Now just have to grit their teeth on this one. Stewie's got himself a dig, and he might look to try and replicate those heroics once again. But no one for Cloud9 down at the B-bomb site. Does leave that open just for the FaZe players to go ahead and run amok down there. Gonna keep pushing up through mid. They leave Stewie to hold over in Park, while the rest of the gang actually start to peel off. Rush making his way in a connector. Tarek rotating into B. FaZe, they've discovered that B is open and ripe for the taking.
Yes, this MAC-10 just clearing the way. It's aggressive, it's not a big risk, so you love to see this from Kerrigan, taking the initiative of finding the winning formula. There is a Cloud9 player just to his right. Oh boy. Tarek trying to get fancy, and he's gonna go for take 2, and he's got it. Something to get the morale up, a knife in the back of Kerrigan. That's gonna help with the economy as well, as if that's any consolation at this point. But no one from Cloud9 moving forward to pressure this, maybe setting up for some exits, but it doesn't look like it's going to be too dangerous for FaZe to get out of here.
Tarek's going to keep peeking into this, but will be dropped out. The knife was all he gets from that. The rest of the Cloud9 gang being actually able to find that frag on a Nico. That's a little bit more damage done and an AK to take out of this round.
That's going to be nice because they don't have the greatest economy, as we've said a couple times. All right, Oakland, this is the best chance Cloud9 has had in this first half to get back into things. They need you to get loud. You've been quiet for far too long. 3-7. Cloud9, Skadoodle's got his up. He's got the trademark weapon. We'll see what he can do with it. Guardian's got one of his own.
Skadoodle going to be holding mid. There are players taking control of long. He's got no information on this. Skadoodle, a lot of pressure falls on him as he plays this from toilets. Rain going to go pushing in. No one else on the A-bomb site right now. FaZe, they could just walk on in. The red carpet has been laid out by Cloud9.
This is going to be so tough for Skadoodle. He is the main defender here as they have control of stairs, which is great. But he's the only one watching A. And this could be all timing. Oh, and he gets back. They know where he is. There's a good first shot. Walk right into the crosshair, but he's got so many people against him. Tarek helps him out of one, and there's a second. He does everything he can. It's a 2-on-4 for FaZe as they come back out, and it's Tarek here again. And I think they've got it, and they've done it with minimal losses so far until then. Kerrigan spins, and Cloud9 do close the round out, and they save the AWP, but it did get costly.
I mean, both of these teams just toying with our hearts at this point. So back and forth in every one of these rounds, and everyone having great individual plays. Cloud9 going to be coming back in with a fourth. They've got the double up set up here this time to play with as well.
Skitty Badoodle. 4-7 now. Cloud9 still yet to string rounds together. We'll see if they can do it here. Stewie and Skadoodle with the up. And they're going to push up long this time. They don't want to wait long to get into the fight. They want to gain map control. They want to gain information from the CT side. Anything that could possibly help them. As FaZe is pretty conservative here. Olaf Meister far, far back. Rain and Kerrigan just now getting to the top of the stairs. Bomb has dropped outside towards B. Skadoodle's going to take a shot as they come up, and I think he tags Kerrigan down to about 39. There goes automatic. Nico has been a menace here at B, choosing when to get aggressive and when to play passive, and he fools automatic there.
Olaf going to be falling over in mid as he does get caught off guard from the aggression over towards Fountain. Now FaZe, they're into a 4-on-4, but Guardian wants to try and open things up. He's dropped Skadoodle as he does win out that duel of the AWPers. Now Rush backed into a corner, has to hold off at Monster. Kerrigan starts to push on in, and Rush is able to find it. That's the bomb drop, but Nico straight back and on the return. The bomb's been picked up. Tarek gonna try and shut this whole thing down, goes pushing through. That's the bomb drop, bomb plant denied. Guardian and Rain left, and Guardian gonna make things tricky. Tarek caught out in the open. The rotation coming in from Rain. Tarek wins that out, but Rain from the heavens rains down death, and FaZe, they managed to pull that round back from the brink of defeat.
Yeah, and it's just so crushing for Cloud9. They just can't seem to get any momentum building whatsoever. Guardian's so patient with that. A great first kill, but he knows Rain's been on the flank the whole time. Rain was just watching for any of the Cloud9 players to try and get down the stairs, and when he sees nothing, he's got an easy job of just rotating through CT spawn. They are peeling apart Cloud9 at the moment, although they could get caught off guard here. 2 MAC-10s, feeling like it could be an eco round. Well, Cloud9 is partially invested. They've got some CZs, they've got armor, so these MAC-10s might not be as effective as they think. Can they stop Nico, though? One of the best duelists we have in the game. And there's his teammates coming up through Monster. Not ready for it. They flush these players into the open. And there's Nico pouncing perfectly. Automatics Deagle. A lot to do here. Oh, my lord. He has come to play today, and now he's going to get dropped. Catches the nade. And the MAC-10 to follow things up from Kerrigan. And it's all over. A 9th. And the money is gone for C9.
Still have yet to win 2 rounds in a row over on this side of Cloud9, and that's where things do get rather depressing for them. They have to go for the eco in this round. Those MAC-10s allowed to, another opportunity to farm up cash here for FaZe. It's going to be aggression in towards Connector this time. Cloud9 go ahead and funnel 3 players here early on. FaZe wasting no time, going to go pushing in towards Automatic, who is able to get one, the MAC-10. Rallies in with the trade. Now it is just USPs left for Cloud9. Stewie's been allowed a lot of ground, but Nico will promptly shut him down. Tarek resides here as well, and Nico doesn't actually expect it, gets caught out, zooms down the ladder, somehow still alive. Skadoodle walking into his demise.
Didn't even see it coming, did he? Unfortunate. Tarek now all alone. And a Glock. Don't see that too often on a CT player. And he's going to get taken down as well, jumping down the ladder to his death. And it's 10-4. Cloud9 stuck on the same score they had in the first half of Train. This has been very, very dominant. This is what you had to be scared for after that first map. That was Cloud9's pick. That was the map that's looked so good for them. And coming into Overpass, a map that hasn't been great for him. We'll see what they can do here. It's just light on utility in this kind of a purchase for them. They have the weaponry. They don't have all the nades. More aggression. Tarek leading up forward, right through the smoke to find Kerrigan. Automatic's gonna follow that up. They're waiting for him, and they take him out. Stewie's turn. One by one they go, and Stewie's got two. Eventually traded off. This is a long time to be in a 2 versus 2.
That was an insane opener to this round. There's so much time here for FaZe to work with. Right now, Cloud9, both their players down on B, hedging their bets and looking to play for the retake up on A. Guardian and Nico, lots of ground to cover, but plenty of time to do it in. They are going to be slowly but surely securing control of middle. Now Toilets, Guardian scoping out that A-bomb site. While Nico watches for any potential flanks that might come in.
Yeah, if Guardian's just going to lead the way like this, Nico's doing some small... I mean, this just shows how much confidence they have in each other as individual players to split up in this kind of a scenario. And Guardian, especially with an AWP, to be leading his way into the A bomb site, he could run into so many different obstacles, and the op is not that wieldy of a weapon. Smoke deployed over at A. They're making Skadoodle and Rush really question where this hit is coming from, and they fooled him. They're rotating away. They've been juked so hard. And Nico is just going to smile as he strolls into the B bomb site, peeling them across the map and now picking the right site. Bomb goes down. Skadoodle is above and aware, but it's too late. They've already gotten in and he can't hit the shot. That would have been huge. Now things are going to be difficult. That's a big kill from Guardian, showing him how it's done. He's been dinked down to low HP. But Skadoodle's still in an unwieldy position to be in. Gonna have to go for desperation. Clearing corners close up with the up. He does have the kit. There's the peek. There's the quick shot. That's beautiful. One more to find, but Guardian's got the peek.
And that's going to be an 11-4 half to FaZe. As they come out on top there, fantastic stuff for them in Cloud9. It felt like so many times they almost got going, they almost made it, and then they couldn't quite secure anything in a row. They never had that economy built up.
Yeah, they could never even win consecutive rounds, never could win 2 in a row. And that's going to be crushing when you're a CT team, when you're on the defense. And that's, I mean, this is now so tough. Again, we're speaking of Cloud9 as if they have to make a huge comeback. Same score from Train. And this is going to be almost even more difficult. FaZe on the CT side is no joke. They highlighted it on the desk. The question here is, where do you go? We're going to head to a break, and we'll see when we come back. There's one more half for Cloud9 to play here at the Oracle Arena if they want to stay into this, if they want to make it to a third map, a chance to play in those grand finals tomorrow. It has to be a big half out of them here on the T side of Overpass. They've been dominated now by FaZe for 1.5 maps. They've had absolutely nothing into this game. It's got to be a complete turnaround.
Yeah, we have to see something spectacular from this Cloud9 roster right now. And as we head into Pistol, it bears just as much importance as it did on Train. Gonna be pushing into the middle. Cloud9 playing things fast. Rain's there though with the USP, and he's been a real threat with these pistols. Does take the first. This time he's been tagged low. That does force his hand to play a bit more passively. Now Cloud9. The real issue is, look at Olaf. He's flanked all the way through the back. He's up through mid, and they've got no idea what's going on. And from here, he could shut this whole thing down.
No, but he needs to be careful about this. If he gets killed on this flank, that opens everything up for C9. He's going to have the angle. Wasn't spotted. He's seen 2 of them. Now he's spotted a 3rd, and he's just lying in wait. He's being so patient. Which way does he go? Out towards long, where he saw 2. He's already given the information to Nico that Skadoodle is sitting in the main avenue as well. So both flankers are going to be so impactful here. And it's not only a... Oh, Olaf doesn't even get anything. Why not? We'll have the rest of the team clean it up, but still. Cloud9 was dead in the water and they didn't even know it.
I mean, all the information gained there from Olaf, that was pivotal. And I mean, the timing of the flash over at long's perfect as well. Nets Rain a frag despite being 14 HP. Olaf having a little giggle because he didn't quite get what he wanted out of that, but still. And now for FaZe, 12-4 up. It's looking good here in the second half. Cloud9, they force sport down what they can. They're going to be focusing their attention into connector. Tarek waits to see if any aggression comes out of mid, which it does not. Smoke's down at B, and Nico's going to be playing close at Monster.
Again, you have to imagine Automatic with the Deagle is going to be the solution for Cloud9. He's the only one. Oh, he's got a tag through the smoke, almost lands it. 1 or 2 kills out of him would be great. Would at least give Cloud9 some chance, some idea of where to go from here. They've got no utility. FaZe can run this down. They've got 1 smoke left, 1 Molotov as well. Don't have the information quite yet, but they have a good read. Olaf, Kerrigan, and Nico at this B bomb site.
Cloud9, though, going to start to peel away. Skadoodle will still be there with the bomb. Automatic's going to be joining him, but Stewie and Tarek making noise up here on A that actually forces the rotation out from Olaf. Look at this aggression from Nico. Once again, it hasn't been watched. He's been allowed to sneak all the way up through Monster, but this could net them a whole load of false information. This noise still being made, keeps Kerrigan from rotating off. Nico now in connector, spots players rotating back up towards A. Kerrigan going to have to drop out 1. The bomb should fall here as he goes running into the maws of Nico with only 20 seconds left. Rush is left 1v5. To say this would be a clutch of the ages is an understatement. So he's going to go down, and FaZe going to go ahead and pick up a 13th round.
And if you're Cloud9, the really tough part that you just kind of have to swallow it here is you can't invest into this round. You have to sit this one out completely because the only way you're going to get back out of this game is to get rifles in your hands. You can't expect that you're going to win just by force buying pistols. So it's that weird situation where you don't want to be giving up rounds essentially for free, but you kind of have to get the best chance at making the comeback happen. So no Deagle even invested in for Automatic, who's been great with that so far. You have no tools with which to keep the economy low of FaZe. This is just a free round for them essentially, with very little hope of Cloud9 having impact. Look at Guardian, this is great. He's going to turn the cornering spots, half a body, sprays it down. He's going to fight a little bit more on his way out. Trying to keep up a presence as he runs away, but they double peek him and he runs out of bullets. The Deagle is out, but he just can't manage it. Rain's here as well, but it looks like he's been dinked up from far back. He's going to fall away. So an M4 salvaged by Automatic.
Olaf going to be waiting in connector. Automatic with that scavenged rifle, been able to dink the head down low, and Nico once again on this flank that's going to throw so many spanners in the works. He keeps pushing on up, and Automatic actually to win that all out, make it a second. Kerrigan will trade, but now things have gotten close, and Skadoodle, he's pulled it into a one-on-one. Heroics from Automatic have netted in this scenario, and now it falls onto Skadoodle to try and win this out. He's got 40 seconds left. Both players one shot away from falling here, and Olaf will be waiting over at Monster. Slowly but surely, Skadoodle going to be coming his way. Who's pushing into this? Can't afford to be caught with a knife out. The timing's perfect. Olaf goes into that and wins it out. FaZe onto a 14th, but lots of damage inflicted in that round.
Yes, that was actually, I mean, that's an incredible turnaround. And I mean, Olaf doesn't even have a care in the world, does he? That they just lost 4 players to essentially Glock. So he's having a good time. 14-4. Shotgun is out in Kerrigan's hands. Solid buy from Cloud9, 4 AKs, 1 AWP as well. Guardian gonna come down these stairs. Actually, he's just gonna get boosted up. So this could be a deadly position for him to be in. If he catch someone off guard, there goes Kerrigan. He was the booster, but Guardian's still up there waiting. A second one, but he can't land that. Cannot get the follow-up, and Stewie is able to take control of a critical part of the map for his team.
Now to counterplay this, FaZe going to attempt to boost Olaf up over short. They do go ahead and dismantle the boost. Only one man up on A, but that is Rain, and with how he's been playing, he is the one you'd want to anchor. Cloud9 stacked up outside of this B-bomb site, showing no sign of rotating off just yet. A minute left on the clock, plenty of time. And actually no utility for FaZe down on this B-bomb site could be crucial when it comes to holding off this push. Now they're lining up the smokes and flashes, ready to head into this one. 45 seconds on the clock, gonna mark it. They throw in all the utility in the world. Olaf catches the peek out from short. They get the information that they're rotating off, and FaZe, they are gonna be trying to stack up now on this A-bomb site. Rain beats them to the mark. He's already up on truck, but he goes down to Stewie. Stewie showing no signs of giving up. Going to be rushing him to combine onto Nico. Now Olaf is left 1v3.
Great won battles by Cloud9, because I'm just laughing because as soon as the execute comes in, there's not many players who are going to get aggressive when they see the hit coming in that 3-on-3. Olaf's one of them, and obviously with that information, Rain had the best jump on the rotation possible. Put himself in a great position to stop that, but Stewie wins the fight. So they'll get up to 5. Olaf, you can see, just saving the AWP. The economy of FaZe is pretty beat up from that third round, so this would be a huge weapon to move forward with. No slouch with the op is Olaf Meister, but he's going to start being wrapped upon, so he'll have to fight to keep it. Rush is pretty close by. Now he picks up the pace. Doesn't look like he'll find him, though. He stops chasing. He wants to keep his AK-47 as well. So much like Train, Cloud9 win a round here early on in the second half to give you some hope that they can make this comeback happen.
Yeah, they are doing a good job of keeping us on the edge of our seats as to whether or not they can field that comeback. Now, double up set up in play for FaZe. They invest everything into this round. And that might be enough to catch Cloud9 off guard just a little bit here. As the second AWP does come out. Guardian and Olaf going to be sporting them, and Olaf is boosted up. Doesn't find anything early. Flash renders the boost useless, and now a counter boost looking like it's going to be employed perhaps as they go and stick Stewie on up. He just spots the head of Nico, but decides to get on down. Gap in that smoke. Stewie going to peek into it. And there is a man there in this site. That's Nico.
Well, Rain is going to fall back from bathrooms at the moment, starting to get the timing of this smoke, running out of utility. Deagle is no joke in his hands, as we've seen, and Olaf and Guardian together can find some damage. This is going to be still tough for Cloud9 despite a huge advantage in the arsenal. Tarek's going to start moving up long. Skadoodle and Rush rotating back towards the B bomb site. This actually isn't bad for FaZe, all things considered, because Olaf has 1 and he's over towards Monster. He can spot this information out pretty quickly if he gets that deep peek. If they show themselves, he can call for rotations early on. Rain is in such an advanced position. Oh, there's a good flick down. 9 HP left, he's got to live, and he does. Where does he go from here, though? The rest of Cloud9 starting to be aggressive towards B. It's the only place they have to go.
There's so little time left. They have to move quickly here, and Kerrigan going to be holding short. Does manage to drop the first. Nearly a second. Tarek just survives. That bomb hasn't crossed into the site just yet, though, and Olaf going to be keeping pressure on. They are just able to get the bomb down in time. Rain arrives at short, and that Deeg is terrifying. They've dealt with Olaf. Now Guardian and Rain left in this retake. Rush flanking round from behind. Could catch Rain unaware. Looks like he's going to. Guardian's already faded away to hold on to the AWP into the next round. So Cloud9, they will manage to get a 6th.
That kill that under Rain, or the one that he missed up on towards sandbags, was the critical one. That would have allowed him to actually attack the bomb site. That could have given him an AK-47, and more importantly, that would have told Guardian that the retake is actually looking likely, so he can actually rotate to help out. He was playing it safe, making sure he could escape with this AWP if needed. That's exactly what he's done here. Cloud9 continuing to claw their way in. Still a long way to go. 6 rounds for them. But they can start rebuying these with really solid purchases in the ensuing rounds. And another time, FaZe is just gonna have to sit back. This time it's even less of an investment. It's not the Deagles and armor, it's just maybe an upgrade to a P250, maybe a Deagle on Nico. But you want to invest here, they're saving their money for the next time they can buy rifles.
So FaZe gonna try and set the pace in this round with what little they do have. They've sent 2 players into connector. Cloud9 are very weary of the possibility of some aggression coming out, seeing as it is only pistols right now for the FaZe side. So they have Tarek watching mid, but Guardian, there's that aggression paying off, automatic.
And this is what you don't want if you're Cloud9. You don't want Guardian to be able to get that kill and fall away. You don't want him to be able to open things up. Great response from Skadoodle to at least even out the player count. But they need, when they eventually find a place to go, they need to just hit it and make sure that Guardian does not have that safety. They need to be able to trade him out.
That is their top concern right now. Rain. Oh no, he's able to open up with one onto Stewie. Now he's got himself an AK to play with. They do shut him down, but Nico's rotated in along with Guardian, and Guardian, well, you said he was the real problem there to try and trade for him, and he's going to be in with a second still untouched by Cloud9. Nico.
Look at this decision. If Cloud9 decides to go through doors, you have a player with 6 HP or an AWP that has to lead the way and clear all the corners. That would make things so easy for Nico. He's going to love that. And it's going to be Rush. It's going to be the 6 HP player. There's a kill. Doesn't even need to be a headshot, but it was. Now trying to take the fight, and he's got it. Unreal from Nico. Jumping into the water, and it's perfectly done.
It is utter destruction right now from FaZe. 15-6. Cloud9 buying down what they can into what could be their last round potentially here in the Oracle Arena. On home soil, there is nothing more devastating for them right now. Skadoodle's got himself the AWP in hand. Double AWP broken out for FaZe. It's Rain and Guardian to take aggression up into middle. Didn't spot anything. The rest of Cloud9 all grouped up down here at B. That early aggression has meant they can keep this 3-man stack inside the B-bomb site. We've seen that attempt at the counter boost coming a couple of times. It looks like they're going to try it once again. Tarek goes over, but both Nico and Carrigan were ready for that one. He's already fallen. Man advantage up.
These FaZe players are just so incredible. They seem to be able to punish every mistake, no matter how big or small. That's a huge kill from Nico, and a big loss for Cloud9 and potentially the last round. Stewie's made progress. And this is where you'd want someone like Stewie make a play that's going to give you an opening. He might have it. He spots out Guardian, and there it is. What a shot. That's exactly what you want from one of your star players. Carrigan's now rotated over. That alleviates the defense over towards B. It's just Nico and Olaf Meister still intimidating with just those two. Olaf, oh, what a flick over. He's actually got 2. So he's found one out towards Monster. That's the bomb, and he goes back. This is beautiful, and it might be all over. They have to go get the bomb. It's Skadoodle in a 1-on-3. What options does he have? Olaf is the first one up, and he's able to find that. Shot right to the face. He can move forward and go for the clutch.
1 versus 2, but time is so incredibly low. Rain catches him off guard from short. And FaZe, they've done it. They're going to win this series out 2-0. And they will be heading through to the grand final tomorrow for their chance to compete for $125,000.
Yes, and they're going to have to go up against defending champions NIP. Last year NIP faced off against SK. This year it's FaZe. It doesn't get easier to win this IEM Oakland trophy. It was a tough semifinals for Cloud9 if you go by the score, but you want to look at it in a positive fashion. They had another top 4 tournament event. They've impressed people after this roster change. They look better than we've expected.
Yeah, and Cloud9